Good evening, one and all. Welcome to an enriching conversation showcasing a remarkable figure reshaping the landscape of MBA exam preparation on YouTube. Here, we have Mr. Ketan Gaikwad, a sharp mind hailing from IIM Ahmedabad with a background in investment banking.
He is a brain behind Cat2Set Mentors and Analyst Edge, helping aspiring MBAs conquer their exams with savvy strategies and a wealth of knowledge. Tonight, he will unpack his experiences and secrets to a success in MBA exam preparation. Get ready to absorb his wisdom and elevate your exam game.
Now, it is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest, Mr. Ketan sir, as he takes the center stage to initiate this enlightening interaction.
With this, I invite Shreya and Apurv to join our guest on stage and take the conversation forward.
Thank you, Shreyas and Simran, for that great introduction. And thank you, Ketan, for being a part of this event.
Pleasure's mine.
Glad to have you on board.
Thank you.
Shall we begin?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ketan sir, a lot of students prefer doing an MBA right after graduation, whereas a lot of students prefer doing it after getting some work experience. So, when, according to you, is the best time to jump into an MBA?
So I think that depends. So if one is confident enough that they have done a good job in graduation, if they're technically good, if they know the stuff very well, they can jump onto MBA immediately. So I met a lot of students on the IMT campus itself. And I've seen a lot of students are freshers, but they did a good job in their MBA.
Right.
So they've learned a lot of stuff from working guys. So if you're okay to do that, then I'll say you can do it right after your graduation. But if you need some industry exposure, if you want to kind of enhance your personality, if you want to have, an exposure, let's say if you want to MBA finance, right?
Right.
And you really don't want to jump onto your MBA, get into an industry, get a job done in the finance field, learn technicals, and then do an MBA because that will give an advantage. So I think it depends person to person. But most of the time, right now, the trend is that people want to do it right after their graduation.
True.
There is an advantage to it. The advantage is that for the fact you are doing a graduation, you have that momentum of study. You don't want to break it.
Yeah,
so when you get into an MBA, that helps you because you still have that momentum of study, continued. Once you get into the work, you go away from study. And coming back to the campus and following those rigorous academics, like, colleges like IIM Ahmedabad and all that stuff, it gets a little difficult eventually. So if you know yourself very well, it doesn't matter whether you have a work ex or you're a graduate. I think you can jump onto MBA.
Really informative.
That's true. So our next question is that, MBA aspirants, they really emphasize on the placement statistics. And what happens is that when we select a B school, there's a lot of talk about ROI as well. So do you feel that it is extremely crucial, the ROI part of it, considering how expensive an MBA is?
Good question. So I'm going to be very honest here. I don't think ROI matter at all as far as the MBA colleges are concerned. Okay. Now I have a different perspective altogether. First of all, technically it's a wrong definition because you're spending 2 years. You're spending 2 years ka fees, right? 1 year ka alag and another year ka alag. So it cannot be calculated as an ROI technically if I talk in the finance term. Number two, whatever money that you're paying to the campus or particular college, you'll be getting a placement, right? Probably sometimes you pay 20 lakhs, you get 15 lakhs of placements and all that. But in India, the major problem is that education is kharcha.
Yeah.
It's a cost to people. But actually, from my perspective, it's an investment. So you made an investment into the brand. So you guys might have paid 20, 21 lakhs to IMT Ghaziabad. You have actually invested in the brand. Now this brand will take you ahead and you will eventually make a lot of money. And even if you start on a good level, your average package is around about 17 or 18 lakhs. Even if you get 15 lakhs a package, over a period of time, you'll make a lot of money because you still have 10, 15, 20, 25 years of career. So whatever money that you invested for these 2 years will give you returns, continuous returns or recurring returns over a period of time. So I don't believe in the concept of return on investment as far as MBA is concerned. For that matter, as far as education is concerned. So if the brand is good and even if you're paying a lot of money to the brand, I think you should go ahead with that because it's going to pay you off, that's for sure. And there are loans that are available, right?
Yeah,
you don't have to really, shell out a lot of money from your own pocket. So if you can have your loans very well, you can do some investments from your pocket itself. I think it's a good thing. So ROI is a myth. One should never look into ROI.
I think that's a very interesting perspective, and I think a lot of people needed to hear that as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
IMT does have a reputation of mecca for marketing, right? However, there has been a recent surge of students in IMT's finance program as well. So, do you see IMT as an emerging institute for finance?
Right. So, okay, so I'll tell you this from my experience. So I don't want to say that yes or no immediately, but to answer this, I'll sort of give an understanding of my experience. So I have a lot of students sitting inside IMT, studying finance over here. I've also interviewed a couple of students on the campus, wherein I got to know that people have been able to get placed in Nestle and Goldman Sachs, companies like NetWest, mere khayal se.
Yeah, that's correct.
So eventually, I see IMT Ghaziabad a very good option as far as the finance is concerned. Definitely, it has been mecca of sales and marketing, and it'll remain like that.
Yeah.
But eventually, I believe that for the fact that there are very few colleges who are doing really good in finance, I think IMT Ghaziabad will be one of that, which will be doing eventually very well in NB Finance. Couple of more things. It's just not the recruiters on the campus. The faculty is also really good. I've heard that a couple of faculties out here have got 35 years of work ex with brands like HSBC and all that. That's what make finance, a really fantastic option. So I think IMT Ghaziabad will do better in finance also.
That's great. So that brings us to the end of this fireside chat. And this has been a really enriching conversation. And thank you so much for giving answers to our questions in such detail.
It means a lot. Thank you so much for having me here. And I wish had the help been good, I would have done a little bit more better. But thanks.
No, we are very grateful, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now we would like to hand over the stage to Shreyas and Simran.
Thank you for your valuable insights. I am sure our viewers have gained a wealth of knowledge through this enriching conversation. Due to the paucity of time, we will have to conclude this chat here.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for sharing your expertise with us today. We hope to have you back soon on campus.